I'm going to sit here a few minutes before I get inside the gym. Try to get my mind focused. Oh man. My muscles are sore from the last couple of days, which is a good thing. It means I did a real effective job of tearing down the muscle fibers. So the other day, I was at my boys' Taekwondo class, and I started to notice the parents that sat around me, the fathers, the mothers, and even some of the kids. And the thing that really dawned upon me was how everyone was out of shape. Everyone seemed to be fat. And I'm thinking to myself, as much as we know about what the food industry is doing to us, with the food, from the food industry here in the United States is doing to us with its added chemicals and the the least nutritional aspects of the food. Basically, you're giving me garbage and you're telling me that it's a good thing. And we sit around and we bitch and complain as much as possible about the subpar quality of the food. But I would like to say this, because this is I think, so important. When do we say enough is enough and start to push back on the food companies? Not only the major food companies, but a lot of these little restaurants around town with their their food that's based on fat, salt, and sugar, and subpar ingredients. When do we start to push back on these things? I'm gonna give you my 5 tips that I recommend to you if you're looking to improve your health, that you should start to consider. I say this a lot, and I'm gonna repeat it here again. If you can't afford a gym membership because of the financial obligation, that's cool. But you have to find a way to get your body moving in any form or fashion. I would start with walking around your neighborhood. Walking around your neighborhood twice a day is a great way to start getting your body active, mobile, and also would help your body with the burning off of a lot of the excess storage of fat and food in your body. Number 2, I would suggest a little fasting to help your body detox from a lot of the stored up chemicals and food that's within your body. And when I say fast, I'm not talking about a week-long fast. I'm saying just a good 24-hour fast, and you proceed with caution. Because also what this fasting helps to do is it acts as a base for developing discipline for yourself. Because we all need discipline, and the best way to gather this discipline is by doing something that's beneficial, even though you don't want to do it. And basically you're telling yourself this benefits me more than this hurts me. It's not going to kill me because I got enough excess fat on my body that my body can pull from. You're using this as an opportunity to strengthen your mind against the sugar, the salt, and all of the chemical cravings that are within our food. And this is something I would advise you do every other week or every other month, but something that you should definitely employ. Number 3 would be learn to cook. Learn to cook. Learn to cook because 90% of the stuff that's out there, it is just trash. 90% of the stuff that they're trying to shove down your throat within these restaurants and in these fast food environments, they are trash. So we don't have to worry about what restaurants are trash and so on. Learn to cook. Cooking doesn't have to be as complicated as most of us would like to think about it. Cooking is extremely simple, and as a result of cooking for yourself, you're now taking control of your own personal health by preparing your own food, sourcing your own food, putting it together. Your body will thank you for it. I don't care what no one says. Your body will show appreciative for it because it's not laden with sugar, it's not laden with salt, it's not laden with preservatives. It is as clean as you can get it, and your body's gonna thank you. Number 4 is a very underrated one, and it's something that needs more consideration from a lot of us. It has to do with hydration. For many of you who live either in hot ass places like Florida, Arizona, the Caribbean, it's very important that when you drink water, you add a bit of pink salt to your water, especially if you are working out. Because what this does is this helps your body to grab onto the minerals from the salt that have been stripped out, especially if you drink a lot of bottled water. Those things have been stripped out and in some cases added back synthetically. And this is not good for you. So this is why I would suggest you get a gallon bottle of water, put a half a teaspoon salt, whatever it's called, into your water, and you can drink that for the whole day, and I guarantee your body will thank you for it, because not only are you getting the liquid in, but it's getting into your bloodstream, it's getting into your body, and you will feel less parched or have less desire to want to eat, because your body's confusing thirst for hunger. Yeah, so that was number 4. Oh, 4 or 5. 4 or 5? I don't know. But then we went over moving, trying to find a way to exercise, get some activity going. Next one was, what is the next one? Next one was cooking. That's cooking, learning the cooking. Hydration. What else is it? Man, I have lost track. But the bottom line of all of this is what I'm saying is that it is important for you and I to take our health back into our own hand. If you are fortunate enough to live in an environment where you can farm, fish, grow your own food, hats off to you. I commend you. Take full advantage of that. But for most of us who live within the confines of these cities, and that it's a little bit harder to find the best products, I think it's worth it. But I also think it's worth cutting back on some of the negative products, some of the bad products. When you go into the shop, oh, you know what another 5th one is? Read those labels. Pay attention to the labels. And if the ingredients within those packages are not as simple as possible, stay away from it. If you can't pronounce what's in it, stay away from it. And also stay away from a lot of seed oils. A lot of seed oils are not good for us. A lot of those things cause inflammation. A lot of these things normally cause inflammation. A lot of these things have a negative effect on our overall health as well. So yeah, read the labels, stay away from the seed oil. You have no excuse anymore. You do not have any more excuses. And the idea of you saying that it's somebody else's fault, no, the onus is on you. You have to now seek to be responsible for your own survival. No one's going to do it for you. And quite evident, the government's not going to do it for you. Corporations are not going to do it for you. And the more we leave these particular items that are bad for us on the shelves, corporations are going to be forced to have to change the way they produce food. You can bitch and complain about this, these processed meat, these new meats that they're coming out with. The only way these new meats work is if you pick them up. You don't pick them up, they won't produce them because it's advantageous to the bottom line. And this is something that we have to get in. We have to get our heads wrapped around. Businesses do things for a particular reason, and that reason is for profit. If they're not making a profit from what they're producing, they're going to find another way to make a profit. You and I as consumers, we control this. We control it, and we have to make sure that we mean what we say when we say we want a better quality of food. We want a better quality for what we're spending. Anyway, I hope you guys found this to be helpful. Let me know some ways in which you can go about, or you've decided to go about changing and making yourself a better fit person. And fit represents overall mental, physical, spiritual approach to life. It's not just big muscles, it's a overall mental, physical, spiritual. Peace.